It's Bush War Part 3, boyos. Have fun.
It's night, just letting people know.
Turn your gammas all the way up.
No.
No.
Absolutely. Anyone? No. Do that, you can get out of here.
Prohibited by scripting. There's a maximum value enforced by the server.
Thank you, Pierce.
Thank you, Pierce. Genuinely.
BLUFOR does have boats.
Okay. Right. Any questions from BLUFOR lead?
None at this time.
Fantastic. Any question from independent lead? Was that a question or a cough?
Corona. He's dead.
What are the unis?
Or a cough. It was
It's
Corona.
been over 4 years.
Right,
What's
guys,
that?
Let's push through
4
to
years.
the last round of FNF EU.
All right, we're jumping back up. Let's throw the team speak down.
So real quick, why is everyone saying White Rose in your
It's a
chat?
bot. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's a bot. You just ignore it. Eventually it'll go away, or what's that will time everyone out. It's great.
Alright.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So, Bush War Part 3, aka how you actually do a night mission is you give people either night vision or moonlight. There's no night vision, so there's moonlight. And we have a very interesting AO for sectors, at least
Looking green for spawn.
I know.
We have titties. And they're legal. No, that's art. It's art. That's legal. Titties. Okay. Oh, they're yelling, don't move.
We'll see what happens. But for now, this is more so similar to the first Rhodesian Bush War mission that was ran, what, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
They've been running sporadic bush war ops for the past month, I will say. This is the third one, but
the first
they've been
one,
following along this gear path.
The first one and this one have a very distinct similarity in that the numbers are even. There is no distinct numerical advantage to either side. However, the attacking side does have an advantage in their assets. As in the Hueys that they get, the BRDMs, etc. GREENFOR has the ability to counter them, but they don't have like their own assets to counter them with.
It's just the static 50 cals that can easily shoot them up. So
yes, exactly. That's about all they have, as well as their own RPGs. So BLUFOR having FALs, GREENFOR having 7.62 AKs.
Yep, 7.62 fight.
PK BAMs.
GREENFOR infantry are a little better because they have the 30-round mags instead of the 20-round mags. But BLUFOR does have the better tech, as you have already said. So we'll see how things go. 15-minute countdown has begun. Let's take a look at these sectors. So first off, it being a sector control means as long as there's a GREENFOR guy up, not down or unconscious, but up in the sector, it cannot be captured by BLUFOR. So first sector, Barb, how about you start? What do we got here?
So we have, I recognize this stone structure as a Coliseum / theater seating.
Yeah, it's a theater.
Altus or Malden. Nice
it is Altus.
Greek seating.
Yep.
As well as a 2-story barracks, some smaller 1-story barracks, a medical tent, and their asset depot. So from here, GREENFOR can either hold this sector and maybe garrison some others, or try and do all eggs in one basket for this sector, which wouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Especially with the theater seating, that gives a great elevated position to peer over from the north.
Pasta Cat.
Pretty much north to northeast to south. However, well, I think that's about it for Sector 1. We'll see if they decide to do that.
Yes, there is a lack of shoes as well.
Thoughts?
So, chat is mentioning that GREENFOR has shoes, but BLUFOR is probably not going to have shoes.
As we've seen before, Rhodesian Bush War, the Rhodesians, they can afford BRDMs and FALs, but they can't afford flip-flops.
Of course.
Reasons.
But as you were saying with the first AO, I think it's going to be really difficult for GREENFOR to defend this sector. The sector including both the, what's that calls it in Arma Theater. It's, an amphitheater. So, I don't know, just with all of the forested areas going into it from multiple different vectors, I don't really see any good way that GREENFOR can defend this. I don't know what Dingo's shouting Irene about for, but... Oh, that's for movement. Alright, so yeah, so they're making sure there's no desync coming in as everyone joins up, but yeah, code for, I guess, moving around.
Irene.
Of course.
Irene.
I don't know what that means.
Of course you don't, you fucking city.
I know, I'm horrible.
Real quick, I should mention, specifically with this sector, and kind of with Sector 2, less so with Sector 3, but as it was mentioned right before we pushed in, BLUFOR apparently has boats, and indeed they do. They have 3 ribs, unarmed, just little speedboats, able to take them down this river, and I'm just going through it, making sure, also remember to hit L.
Yeah, for the lighting.
Yes, which is actually very easy to remember. L for light, but we can't remember the same for traces.
Just to interrupt you, I actually... who's the mission maker for this?
I
forget as well, but I do remember being DM'd. Someone asked me how, they're having a writer's block on what to do for the next Rhodesian Bush War. So I did tell him to use the river, and he actually put some boats down to be used on this little river.
I can imagine you being like, oh, what do you want to do for them? Just, I don't know, use the river.
Just add the boats. I mean, it is a component. The boats they'll put them right in the AO itself, and these sectors aren't sequential, so...
Giving them a very throwaway comment and then being, like, super inspired by me, like, the river.
No, but the river is... No, I've yet to see an operation on Kajari utilize the river here, and this is actually going to utilize the river, so it works.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if BLUFOR takes the boats. Personally, I wouldn't, because it's pretty restrictive, and honestly, I feel like the river gets a little too close to the 2 sectors. Maybe with a bit of a coordinated push, having a bit of a feint, having the main attack or the first part of the attack being on the land, say to the north or northwest, and then having the boats come down river, dropping guys off in the clearing, grid ref 140043, that kind of clearing, and then pushing up from there. Just to draw attention away from there, I feel like wouldn't be too bad of an idea as far as being able to attack from multiple directions, etc.
Yeah, that's
also,
fair.
Not only pads 3-1, but pads 3-2 has now disconnected twice.
Hey, be nice to pads, alright? That's gaming with pickles. He's doing his best. I also love how we're seeing some guys dropping some of their additional ammos on the floor, possibly because they're not compatible. I know that when they do these new kits and whatnot, sometimes they leave types of ammo that aren't compatible with the new guns because of the scripted way they do kits here, so that's kind of funny.
Yeah, those might be, well, they look like the right PKT boxes. Sweet. A little different in color. Maybe they are wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, all 3 of these sectors, they don't have that much land to defend, they don't have a lot of buildings to defend from, so GREENFOR is going to have to dig their own assets here, but I'm seeing why they didn't give a number advantage to the attacking faction, because really there's just not really any defensive positions here for GREENFOR to build off of, so...
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's an interesting concept that goes against kind of the norm in FNF, which I can appreciate.
Ah, man, I'm having a yawning fit.
I'm just hungry for cock. What? Anyway,
excuse you?
They do have, they have 1 DshK UAZ and, what was it, 4 DshK statics. Hey, you were the one that mentioned titties, so I get to make a joke back at you. But yeah, so they have a few...
It's not a joke! There are...
As far as HMGs, apart from that, just the Urals, and they do actually have Foxtrot heading back towards Sector 2. Do you remember if they said this was sequential or not? Or
no, if it was sequential, we'd only see 1 sector active with the green tint.
Right.
So all 3 of them have the green circle in them, which means all 3 are active at the same time. If I was GREENFOR in this case, I would just defend 2. I would maybe set up a small team to do patrols, try to get behind BLUFOR, because it is even in terms of the numbers. So for every extra guy they can kill off, it gives them a little bit more of an advantage. But they also have to find places to position those 12.7 DshKs to try to take out the helicopters. Because if they don't, those 4 additional guys, even with the grease guns, could come back to bite them in the butt later. We've seen a few rounds where air lands and just gives the remaining like 5v5 on the ground that extra oomph of infantry to get the entire objective done. So we'll see. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? I don't know. I'm struggling to see what else there is really to mention here. I mean, BLUFOR, we have an obvious route of what they're going to take through this forested area. They don't even really need the vehicles since this will be a 50-minute. They'll either go up and mount the boats, or they'll take the transport trucks and the BRDMs and head south and potentially do a river cross here. I don't see where else they could do that, so to speak. Not seeing any bridges on either.
Wasn't this? Yeah, I think Balamakurdi. Yeah, Balamakurdi, and then to the west of it, Karikanai, maybe? I remember this area, not quite this specific area, but like this river being used as like a blocker, so that like they couldn't cross the river because there aren't really any crossings. Yeah, Yanni, Nemesis, and all of them, they're swimming across for that little corner.
Yeah, staying in the corner of their territory that lets them do that. That's not a bad call.
And
because
that's something that BLUFOR I don't think will keep in, or like, you know, try and I'm blanking on the word. I'm tired as well, but
I'll take the place. I mean, GREENFOR, we've got a few guys on the 2 obvious vectors BLUFOR is going to take into this AO. They can either cross the river and go down the northern forest, or they can take their cars and drive across the river to where Nemesis and the rest of Scandi Recon are deploying to dismount there and then cross. But I mean, GREENFOR, as I said, they're gonna garrison 2 of the sectors. They're gonna forego sector 3, which I agree with, because there's nothing in there.
Nothing.
They haven't even checked that to know, but it's just a bunch of blown up areas. But yeah, they're gonna just kind of go on a counteroffensive here and try to halt BLUFOR from getting anywhere close to the sectors to set up ambushes on the outskirts, because that's all they can really get away with at this point, because the sectors themselves, again, they don't really have that much. So we're seeing GREENFOR, they set up a bit of a southern area on Sector 1 to defend from. I think the other group of 1RCC, they're going to set up another one to the north as well here.
Yeah,
try to...
I think they're... Sorry, go ahead. Finish.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was
boats are not armed now.
Interesting that they're really trying to reinforce this auditorium. They put down some HESCO, some sandbags and stuff. The concern, like you mentioned, is going to be that northwestern area, because if you just go from their perspective, coming in from that low ground, the crest of the hill, right where they spawn, where the titty statue is, it's not a big enough crest to really cover that that perch from the northwest. So if BLUFOR makes the obvious push, it's going to negate this auditorium setup as far as them being able to look north to east to even like southeast. They'll be able to be shot in the back from that northwestern vector. But if BLUFOR tries to go down
round 3,
river, or just cross the river and spawn and then go down on the western bank, then they're going to be in trouble. Which I think is very interesting as far as a
quick update.
Strategy. Go ahead.
GREENFOR has they've remounted from Sector 2 and they're heading back up north. They might do a single sector eggs in one basket strategy so they can have more forces go on a counteroffensive here. Now,
I'm seeing, so real quick, I agree with you, because I'm seeing that Bravo team for GREENFOR, they're setting up stuff looking south where Foxtrot's coming in from. So yeah, I think they're pulling up.
I'm waiting to see if the 1RCC guys are going to set up on the northern, but it looks like they're just gathering there instead. One element of BLUFOR we haven't touched on at all that, now that I look at it, could actually be a really good opportunity here are the 2 Hueys BLUFOR has. We could see an air assault.
Yeah, I mean, if they're able to, like, if they see, oh, shit, there's a ton of people at Sector 1, what about the other sectors? Maybe they're undermanned, having the Hueys fly over, and even if they just do recon, they would be able to see the fact that it's pretty empty and just, like, send a fire team over there to backcap it and put more pressure on them. And if they're able to do that quick, then that might... they might be able to surround Sector 1 and attack it from all directions, which would be pretty devastating, I believe. With how uneven the ground is and uneven the defenses are, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.
I am noticing, though, we are seeing some groups mounting up in the helicopters. We might see a small flank play by some BLUFOR groups, potentially a squad worth of dudes go on air assault, but this would be a really good AO to have a lot more guys transported over the river early on, because GREENFOR has been reinforcing the obvious routes BLUFOR would take, but utilizing those helicopters to ferry a lot of dudes would be a very good play. Mission has just started, and I mean, we'll just have to see what BLUFOR's plan is.
And
BRDM crossing the river.
Down southwest, yeah. So they're on a direct warpath. We'll see how where they go specifically. But yeah,
a lot of the infantry, it looks to be mounting the boats actually.
Ooh, this could be interesting. BRDM is crewed up. We have some people getting in trucks, but everyone's running for the river, and they're not going to be able to fit everyone, I don't think. What do those groups hold? Like 8?
8 people each, so 24 total.
And they definitely have more than that. We have 4AB also on BLUFOR with... Let me check the roster. Yeah, Scandy's on GREENFOR, but I think TSB is still on BLUFOR. Yeah, we have Devincer, Moxie. I always forget who's on what. Or, you know, who's on first, what's on second, etc. But, yeah, it looks like... Scandy on GREENFOR and TSB on BLUFOR. We're going to have a bit of a rematch of that second/first round, whatever you want to call it. Pietu actually crossing over, as well as Ryzen and Moxie in those BRDMs, crossing the river, and looks like they might try and do what I mentioned earlier, having a bit of a pressure coming in from the north and northwest, and then have the boats coming across the river. But the Huey is actually opening up now, just in the forest, just spraying down and I guess making its presence known? I'm not...
Yep, we have one Huey doing a landing as well, dropping off a fire team worth of dudes, actually only 3. And it appears to be both marksmen and a guy with a radio.
Yeah, Galil, CF Potato, and Hassinger, all dropping off behind the enemy lines. And looks like CF is giving some orders, pointing at Hassinger. And they're pushing out, so we'll see how well they're able to do this, as Yanni, Finn, Nemesis, etc. They're kind of heading this direction. I don't know if they had ears or eyes on that chopper landing or going down or just heading in this direction, but seems like they have their attention is set to the south, no, pretty much southeast. Sorry.
Give me 1 second.
I'm curious to see what this other Huey does now, because it's now it's following that same kind of path. As the BRD start moving, see base spirits, some people in trucks trying to make this river crossing over by Olaf. Olaf! Yep, he drowned his truck.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to cross those with the trucks, unfortunately.
Amphibious.
Yeah.
Along with BTRs, so that's why they were able to get across, but Olaf and those gas trucks, not so.
Maybe if they make a bridge with their trucks and drive on top of them?
No, they're gonna become the Rhodesian space program if they do that.
And we've got 3
people over here trying to cross the river. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we still have a lot of dudes trying to get on the boat, but the boats are full, so I guess one of the choppers is gonna have to go back and pick dudes up. What?
I wonder if the truck is gonna block the boats from getting through the river.
No, it won't.
I mean, go down under the water. It's pretty tall. If they hit it at the wrong angle, there's still some open water. But if they don't do it right, here we go. No, they're able to cross it well enough.
Well, they drove on the left side. Potentially if they hit the top of the canopy for the driver's seat, but I don't think so otherwise.
It helps that both the trucks still have their lights on, despite being submerged. Oh, they broke the boat! I called it! They broke the boat! Bassbeard's truck to the south of that other one broke the boat, and all the 4AB were forced to dismount it. That is incredible. They still have some room to work on the left side, but if they're not aware of that, oh, that is killer for BLUFOR.
That's pretty funny, not gonna lie.
Are you kidding? That's fucking hilarious.
We just had one boat beach itself in flames.
No, shut up. Shut up.
Oh my god.
Oh, and that second boat got a little too close to the first one. Oh, and they're trying to push it back in the water.
They're pushing it back to try to flip it.
They're killing Nelson. You see his blood in the river? Oh my god. What is happening?
All right, third boat coming in. It's going to go right over that canopy. Thankfully,
that was the first one. That was the north one. They got
yeah, I know. I'm talking about the one that's still driving right now.
Yeah. Come on, boy. Oh,
we got GREENFOR engaging.
Koak comes up and he's suppressing. He's completely by himself. Lance.
BLUFOR tries to do a drive-by on Larson.
They're trying, and they're all 4AB. They're trying to drive by their own guys, and they get up.
What the hell is happening?
Oh, sabotage, baby. Incompetence and sabotage. Basebeard now going to be in a one-on-one with Koak as he comes in. And the Hueys are still trading fire with the Sector 1 garrison. And,
you know,
and kind of with the DshKs.
It's actually really good that those boats got sabotaged.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
What?
Dingo almost crashed into a bunch of trees as he was trying to maneuver away from DshK.
Amazing. As I was saying, it's actually really good that those boats got screwed, because if they drove by Koak, he would have just mag dumped into the boat and probably gotten a few kills.
Yeah, he would have gotten probably at least a handful. Also, again in my chat, for fuck's sake, if BLUFOR loses this again, and they're already at such a fucking disadvantage because they've lost 2 boats and dismounted the third. Looks like they might try and get back in it now that the lone contact has been seemingly dealt with.
Yeah.
But Koak... for a second I thought he had a RPG, but no, he's just got that long range.
Koak engaging. Bassbeard tried to put a few shots up, but they were far. Neither side has any magnified optics for this fight, so...
I don't have any optics whatsoever.
Very true. Look at the GREENFOR dispersion pattern on Sector 1. That is such a strong side north, but...
Well, like I said, that's what they have the defenses for the north-northeast side. As Dingo's helicopter and a hail of gunfire... Oh, something just got broken. I think the engine's out.
Their engine's out.
And it's going to crash in those trees.
They've got a full load of dudes as well. He's trying to rotate it up. It's going to hit that tree. Hold on.
Wow.
What? Did you see that? In a tree. It bounced off another tree. It rolled. And oh, fucking Michael Bay. And then it rolls back upright for the explosion. Oh, Barb, you okay? I thought I heard you just bonk your headset. Koak is dead, by the way. Bassbeard's still alive. And Barbarian, I believe, has just given up, and he is going to go have a hard drink instead. Meanwhile, Scandi Recon's still over the river. I guess they're going to just try to do an outflank here. They don't know about this marksman team. Also, a lot of the guys getting out of that helicopter now. They're actually like a full team of infantry that are going to be pretty much ready to go here, but most of them do have only the grease guns, but they also have a marksman with them, which I thought was over here, but it looks like he just ran over to check on that too to make sure they're okay. And we still have CF acting as that radio guy for Galil, and again, the other marksman was deployed with them. So they will be able to watch the southern sectors, but realize that they're empty, will probably go in for the capture. And what's going to be interesting about that is that's going to make a lot of GREENFOR guys pull to the south, making defense lines, when in reality, the major BLUFOR force is still taking their sweet-ass time to get into the northern sector. So that's going to put some confusion on GREENFOR. They're going to be forced to pull some units back to a proper full 360 here, thinking that BLUFOR has a lot more forces back here than they actually do. And that's going to allow for the northern steamroll to be just that more effective against less GREENFOR guys. Kura, thank you for the, Kuru, thank you for the raid of 5. What were you doing? If you don't mind me asking. And as he answers that, we're seeing BLUFOR, they're putting some guys across the river as well here. We have a southern force that has pushed down. It's BLUFOR Bravo squad coming down, so a rifle squad that's going to try to test this boundary here. We're also seeing a lot of static 50 cal symbols around because GREENFOR has spread out the 12.7 statics on this vector, and they're going to do their best to try to hold Sector 1, Derelicting 2 and 3. And I also really like how they have put DshK up here, and they built some fortifications on this building itself, using the ladder to get up to the rooftop. They just got to be careful where they place this turret and drag it around, because if it goes into the ground too much, this could turn into a rocket and, you know, fly up in the air, broken, and be unusable. BLUFOR has also decided to drive a bunch of trucks to the south, but it's only single dudes in these vehicles. I don't know if this is going to be some sort of feint or just a flanking attack, but 3 guys isn't going to be able to do that much. And then we have another group of people that have landed back here, Slavin Muir. I don't know if they took a Vic in here or deployed with via another aircraft, but we do have the Huey now going to the north, and you still have these 2 BRDMs being held in reserve, ready to, I guess, assist the infantry as they go for Sector 1. How are you, Barbarian?
I got tequila.
Ah, that's great. You know, I might join you in drinking for NA based off of how everything's gone with EU.
Oh, that's how we gotta do it, man. That's how, like, just embrace it. I'm looking at the map now, so don't tell me what's happened yet. I do want to know, but
okay.
Still by their ruined boats and trucks, despite me stepping away for like 5 minutes.
You missed it though. The other Huey crashed.
All right, well, I'm gonna drink my tequila now. Wait,
have fun.
What? No, the Huey's still up. What are you talking about?
It got mulligan. I'm fucking with you.
I hate you.
Love you too. So I was just talking about a DshK on the rooftop of this building, and now I don't see the DshK anymore. So I think it went into space.
Before, wasn't it?
No, they moved it to the rooftop of the barracks building, and I look away, I come back 60 seconds later, it's not here anymore.
Dust Eyes is on it. It's on the second floor of the...
Oh, they moved it down there then.
Yeah.
Neat.
I do like this bunker on the top, though. Very, very...
Yeah, it's a good defensive position. Meanwhile, BLUFOR is starting to get engaged by some of Platoon 2 HQ for GREENFOR. And I'm going to look at it from their camera point of view here.
Ooh, that was a good crossfire. Deeps down, and whoever was with him got shredded.
So we got a few machine gun positions over here that are just laying into BLUFOR on this section here. BLUFOR, it looks like they took a KIA back there. There were 2 dudes. Depp has also gone down, but BLUFOR really needs to pull back and wait for the remainder of their force to get here so they can properly do this steamroll.
Speaking of forces, Nuzian Bucket's now behind BLUFOR Bravo 1.
Yep.
Could be something good. Let's see what happens. We have Gores.
So we have a few, sorry to cut you off, we've got some transport trucks driving right in the middle of Scandi Recon's lines here. The transport trucks don't have anything important. It was just single crews, and one of them had a double crew in it. But I don't know what they were for.
Real quick, Platoon 2 HQ, Fred. Engaged by Scandi. The truck is now blown up, and Fred is searing.
That is literally what I was just talking about, Forehead. You're not drunk already, are you?
No, but I also talked about who's this Deep being down, and then you mentioned him like 2 seconds later. So,
oh, my bad.
One-on-one, baby.
There we go. Attackers captured Sector 2. So what I was talking about where you were gone is BLUFOR is going to start capping these sectors, and GREENFOR could potentially take its northern garrison force on Sector 1 and push it back to the south, providing a bigger 360 for a feint, essentially. But I also love how the Scandi Recon... They took out one truck, and now the 4 guys that were in those 3 trucks have dismounted, and now they're pushing in, but they're already getting engaged by Yanni and Yander.
Yander. That's funny to me. Yanni actually goes down to pads, I believe. Olaf and East are still up as well.
Yep.
I don't think they're really aware Fred is there. He's been hiding behind a rock trying...
Your mic cut out again. Otherwise, BLUFOR for Bravo, they are down to only 4 dudes. It looks like some might have pulled back, actually, but, I mean, looking on the roster here, yeah, no, they're down to 2 in Bravo 1 and 3 on Bravo 2 with 1 bleeding out. So,
I'm willing to call this early in favor of GREENFOR. Like, how disastrous the start for BLUFOR has been, shooting themselves in both feet, squandering their Huey early on before it could really provide any real support. Their only assault being disjointed and picked apart immediately upon contact, and then 2HQ being cut out by Scandi Recon, and now Pads is the only one remaining, and about to be killed by Falcon.
Grenades thrown on either side. Falcon doing his best to suppress Pads.
He's suppressing way far to the left.
Wow, if only that was a frag grenade, not a smoke, that would have probably taken Falcon out.
Yeah, with the actual darkness, turn off the light. Ooh, that grenade, that's right in his face. But
how did he survive that? He turned around last second. That was great.
His feet ate it. Beautiful.
I mean, just looking at overall positioning here, BLUFOR is banking on a massive northern push. You still have those BRDMs in reserve. GREENFOR having a lot of their units sporadic. We have that dismounted crew of the chopper getting ready to try to push on Sector 3 from the south or western flank. But I wouldn't call it to GREENFOR just yet. There's still a lot that can happen here. And even though we have a lot of these initial skirmishes going out in GREENFOR's favor, I would not be willing to count them out yet, because we have those new 4IB guys that have been doing exceptionally well tonight, and I want to see how they handle this night op, because they have a shit ton of guys in force that are going to be part of this main attack.
Well, I'll say that they definitely have their work cut out for them with this, because, again, they do not, the attacking team does not have any numerical advantage. I think GREENFOR actually had a one-man advantage at the start of this.
Yeah.
So every death that BLUFOR has had on this point just is even more, has even more of an impact than what it normally would in FNF. So the fact that, again, one of the Hueys is down. I believe both BRDMs are still up, hopefully.
Both BRDMs are still up. They're being held on the northwest for reserve. Ooh, there goes Sector 3. As I said, that chopper team was going to go in. Go ahead.
Yeah, here's very much the other thing now. Because Sector 1 is the only sector left.
Yep.
They should be calling up now that, hey, there was no one here. All eggs in one basket. That's what they're doing.
Yep.
That makes things a bit simpler for them, for BLUFOR to attack, but it also
lost this fight
harder because it's going to be a tougher, harder nut to crack. We'll see what they do. I think those BRDMs are going to be key, but those need to watch out for the 5 DshKs that are in play.
So hold up, main BLUFOR force being engaged by the tail end of the GREENFOR force that was pushing around to do a wide northern assault. I think that other group's going to try to get into the forest and attack the flank, specifically the northern flank of the BLUFOR group. BLUFOR, meanwhile, it looks like they were moving into Sector 1, but they have actually broken off all movement, and now they are maneuvering forces around to try to engage that force in the open here. So that Alpha 1 team maneuvering on the right could potentially catch these GREENFOR guys out of position if they get up to the tree line a little bit closer and don't get tunnel visioned on the GREENFOR guys. You also have the chopper trying to fire in, and you also have the BRDMs coming in, and they are starting to fire at the independent guys.
This is what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
We've seen them before, especially with Severe now working with Scandy. He's from AFI, so it's a bit of a cross-pollination. But yeah, they're working together, working those two BRDMs in tandem because it's.
I love this word choice.
They don't. The gunners and the drivers have very limited visibility, so having the two of them work together really helps both maneuvering and target acquisition.
So by the way, Twig, Kane, and Frank have seen the BLUFOR group. They're trying to open up with a grenade that's going to land right behind Trewin. And they just opened up as soon as that grenade went off. Got a free kill right there. And Trewin trying to turn and engage. And they actually just picked off one of the two GREENFOR guys right there.
Yeah, it was actually Twig King goes down. Still Lusad, Luna, and Short Boy out here in the field, but I'm not sure if they really have a good angle to engage them against.
And then the GREENFOR guys that started that engagement, one out of the four went down. The rest are pulling back while the choppers engage them. I'm really surprised that these BRDMs aren't trying to be a bit more offensive here. I guess worried that they might lose one in AT. And now you're having the helicopter crew that crashed. It's starting to come up to the southern side of the Bravo group for GREENFOR, and they have started engaging them, catching one in the open in the forest.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, it was almost kind of fortunate that they crashed where they were, and the flight skills of Dingo were able to survive the crash, because the fact that they were forcibly dismounted against their will, and then they pushed through. And
I don't know why there's two dudes down there.
That makes the situation a lot clearer for BLUFOR.
Oh man, I just watched on the northern side, a GREENFOR guy just killed his own dude and then immediately got mowed down by BLUFOR, so that's a bit of a lucky break right there.
I want to say that was Wuna that killed Twig King, and then Wuna got domed. And
yeah.
Before IB, there have one person up here in the form of Short Boy, gonna have a tall order to deal with.
Oh man, if Severe's BRDM would just look a little to the right, they'd be able to catch those two GREENFOR guys out of position.
Yeah, even then, like, they'd have to look pretty much directly at them, but Baby Potato and Mass, Franklin have AT. Looks like Spudro does. Spudro actually taking aim.
I don't know, looking at the map here, GREENFOR lost quite a few guys in that attack. Now they got to play this a little more reserved here. We're seeing AT going back and forth on BLUFOR and GREENFOR.
Ooh, yeah, Matt got torn up. You can see his legs.
Yeah, but they AT'd the dude back, and they took legal action out who was the gunner, so it's kind of interesting how that whole thing happened.
When you said took legal action back, I only heard took legal action, and I was like, what the fuck do you mean?
His name is Legal Action. What do you want from me?
I was just like, they fucking sued him into fucking oblivion. They sued him.
Well, Legal Action's the guy that got sued. He got a freaking rocket put right on his face, like dead on. So that's why he's down.
Fucking powerful.
Matt, I think, traded those rockets with him because he's the one with the rocket out. And you got GREENFOR now firing up into the air, trying to take out the Huey again.
Yeah, and I think it's they've pretty much abandoned the auditorium at this point. They might fall back into it.
Suit a mid-match.
As far as the sector itself, you have to
look at real quick. Look at BLUFOR on the river. The Bravo squad that originally got pretty fucked up is now within striking distance.
They don't know that they're wait. Mole Milk is like pretty much looking right at them.
And you got Grav firing at Scandy Recon, taking Yanni out. As these guys dismounted, they have no idea where those shots came from. Freelancer Freak, thanks for the 7-month resub. First time to FNF Live. Welcome. I hope you keep enjoying the operations.
Cannot see Charles, and Charles.
I guess you were subbed a few years ago and didn't realize. I don't know. I don't know how Twitch works in that regard.
Charles might turn around.
Oh, welcome back.
Just fuck him up.
Oh, fun fact, the 4RB guys, they're all staring at Short Boy who's running over to him. They all, like, I watched them point him out. They're just setting up an ambush for this one independent guy.
This could be big. So Charles and Cardi, they do turn around and use, I want to say using the muzzle flashes of their own rifles to hone in on the Locomil, who was AT, and the Locomil drops an M72 wall. So that's another stick in the hands of GREENFOR that could be used to counter those BRDMs.
Very true.
We'll see how that turns out as we have Vonk and Flux. Actually, no, sorry, they're shooting at the Alpha BLUFOR group. I thought they were trying to mag dump their own friendly legal action. And Severe now. Severe pulling up in that BRDM. Spudro has that RPG-26. If Spudro can get some good eyes on it, and he does, because they're out in the open, in the moonlight.
I just watched Falcon try to... Yeah, I saw that AT hit by Spudro on that BRDM, but it looks like the damage was only superficial.
Yeah, negligible. Like, not even the tires are out.
He got a hit on it, but it was a weak hit. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the BRDM will get itself stuck as a courtesy, but you got Severe blindly firing around.
Yeah, because he doesn't know where it came from.
It's a defective round.
And Flux is now suppressing the BRDM. That's a Chad move right there. And there's the DshK sideways on it. Fucking shred him from the side. Severe's able to drive away. Oh, there goes the front tire. I wonder if the engine got damaged. Oh, yep, more 50 cal fire from the 12.7 DshK coming in.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing
Not gonna be long for the world.
the other BRDM. I think is going to try to pull up and support. Meanwhile, the 4IB guys, they sent a few dudes to try to take one guy out. Shorty was able to get one kill and wound Fioka, but I mean, right now, looking at BLUFOR kind of doing a major surround play here. We also see the Southern Fortification taking grenades. They're getting smoked, actually.
This is really bad for BLUFOR, though. They need to try and fix this BRDM. They're missing 2 front tires. So I don't. They might be able to replace
Jesus
them both.
Christ.
Spare wheels from the 2 BRDMs. But Apuva and Spudro don't have any more AT. The Vincer's firing into the forest with a DshK shot from. This might be make or break for BLUFOR, because these BRDMs are I believe are absolutely going to be the deciding factor. They're why the balance of numbers was so.
I don't think so. I think BLUFOR is going to rally, try to push through some of the Green 4 lines here, and try to take the barracks and sweep it under him. We're seeing that right now with Bravo for BLUFOR trying to move in, but they are being pursued by some 1RCC guys. And we also have the Chopper team, which hilariously tried to push up to this position with a grease gun. But I also just saw a BLUFOR marksman pick off a guy.
Uh-oh.
What?
It doesn't knock out Sirius. It was right at Sirius's feet. I think that was a bad thing.
Yep.
Burger as Dingo.
But that knocked out quite a few dudes. They're getting suppressed by Severe's BRDM coming in.
Yeah.
And there's a marksman with Potato CF who has rechanged his name to CF period, who were able to take out a dude in there. Let me check Khalil's kills real quick. Let me click him.
Remounts
Yeah, he's on 2.
But he's not looking anywhere near with it. Oh, Deventer's BRDM got shredded by the DshK, and it's toast. That's.
Oh yeah, no, they're dead.
So now Severe's crippled BRDM, which is firing blindly.
Ooh, Navy just got picked off.
The only armor piece left on the map.
So
yeah, I mean, I'm with you when you were saying as far as the forces pushing up from the other side, but they needed a line breaker in the form of those BRDMs to push through and to create an opening for the rest of the infantry to push in.
Yeah, I just watched Bravo BLUFOR get completely slaughtered. 3 dudes just started firing on the barracks and got completely taken out. Though we have Bassbeard now on the southern side. He doesn't have a marksman rifle though, and he's trying to pick off some more dudes. We do have a few dead guys on the rooftop, but it's not enough. We need to see more BLUFOR come in, and BLUFOR, they do have that major force to the north to still field in. And we also have some sporadic units to the south that we're going to start seeing coming as well.
I mean, at this point, if Severe is able to Severe's BRDM, I firmly believe, is going to be the difference maker. If the infantry is going to need to target those DshKs, make sure that.
And it gets AT'd. And they're dead. GG.
I really think that's GG. Because look how far back the rest of the BLUFOR infantry.
Oh, Bassbeard's taken out.
A little group to the southwest of Sector 1. We have a couple more sporadic guys to the south.
We still have 22 minutes on this round. BLUFOR still has plenty of time to maneuver in here. They just have to actually get in. But what's worrisome here is look at Apuva right now. If he were to turn around, he'd see this massive amount. Oh, God, he just picked a dude off. He just picked a second dude off, a third dude off. That was great.
Where's the poof at? I can't find it.
He just got taken out, but he was with the 4 IB guys to the north. He literally turned around and took out 3 BLUFOR guys. Quick headshots with that machine gun. Spudro's going to possibly crawl up and try to get more kills, but if they can make a few more trades like that, similar to the last round, they can easily pretty much block BLUFOR off from getting in this AO. These poor 4 IB guys, they don't know the simple thing of if you just look and if you can access their inventory, then they're dead, but they're desperately trying to save them. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Who knows? They might play
Spudro now opening up with a grenade. Perfectly placed.
Takes down
knocking out Sterling.
someone. A down.
It did kill someone. Wow.
And Pierce is also hurting. Kemp now scrambling to figure out what the hell.
Another grenade getting thrown up. Goes right on top of Pierce. Wow.
Alright, I'm just downing my tequila at this point. Like, holy shit.
That was actually amazing. You rarely see grenades thrown that effectively in Friday Night Fights and actually like get kills like that. That was beautiful.
Bro, oh my god, Dale's on the hunt. He saw, I guess
he had to have heard it thrown, but
or he's using deductive reasoning and like, oh, that's the only direction it could have come from. But Spudro's repositioned. Looks like he's trying to re-engage with that AKM. But he should be able to get some good kills.
Bassbeard's woken up. He's trying to push this sector. And he might be able to breach in and get a few kills here.
Does he have a PKM? No, he's still got...
No, he's got a 20-round FAL. But with those gunshots, they can drown out his footsteps and him opening the door.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys are going to think the footsteps are all just friendlies.
Yeah, there's so much noise of how many people are in here, and Bassbeard, he is clearing this barracks building solo with a single-shot rifle.
He's trying, yep.
Anyone who's had their metal tested has been in these buildings and had to clear them multiple times, and it's when you do it enough, you know how to do it, but that doesn't make it any easier.
The only way I see this working is if Bassbeard clutches this, based off of where all the units are. And how many GREENFOR guys are still up, Bassbeard has to somehow solo clutch this, and that's going to be very fucking difficult. All things considered. But he has the advantage right now of GREENFOR doesn't know that he is there. I don't know, are we going to see another Audrey Hotto play here?
Well, if anyone would do it, it'd be Bassbeard. He's been in this game long enough, and he gets eyes on Dust, who is a command element. Get the headshot. Ooh, that's too many shots.
You got some chest shots. Now you're gonna have...
Coming out. No, maybe not. No, they don't know.
What the actual fuck did I just witness? Dusty was just staring at him.
Did you see him from the first person, or did you just see him from the...
No, I just saw him from like third person watching him come in. That was...
Completely ignored and then went for Husky. Pierce double taps him as Bassbeard breaks back up. I want them to strip him of all his gear and take him as a hostage. Send him flying against the ceiling.
What? What the actual fuck is this? I'm trying to hype it up like, oh my gosh, we're gonna see another Audrey Hotto play. He's gonna get so many kills. And that just, yeah, okay. Meanwhile, Spudro came in. He didn't get any additional kills. You still have the 3 BLUFOR guys there, but I mean, you see the effects of Apuva and Spudro. 5 kills to 2. I mean, that is a great trade to make. And now you got Pyro getting dopped by Flux.
Flux and Johansson and Tom, they're all shooting at each other.
Yeah, but they were boxing those 3 BLUFOR guys right there.
Doing the ceasefire gesture. He was actually doing the ceasefire gesture.
What, with the hand up? That's funny as fuck.
The hand of, like, the palm out, like, waving over the face.
And now GREENFOR has completely pulled off of that southwestern position to all be in the fortified area. Yeah, that's GG. Like... I can't believe that Bassbeard did that level of pre.
We were hyping him up.
I was hyping him up because he's a good player. And then he completely ignores Dusty. He ignores the other guy and just goes right for Husky. And I'm like, dude. Dude. What the fuck? Oh, man. Well, at least we have NA in an hour and a half, and I mean, so far it looks like the headset's going well, and I've got enough. I've got half a bottle of mead chilling in the fridge, and I'm gonna go get a slice of this giant-ass Italian pizza, and I'm gonna just pretend this never happened.
Italian pizza.
Have you? Okay, so we have an Italian store nearby, and they make these amazing, like, massive pizzas. They're absolutely amazing.
It's like thin crust, like Mediterranean style, like.
No, like a proper pizza. I'll send you a picture.
Oh, please do.
But yeah, I mean, GREENFOR, they're affording to, you know, shoot at the helicopter since they have the ammo to burn. There's still hope. We've got Fred, CF, and Slav coming up on the south, and we've got the remains of the helicopter crew crawling up to this fortified position. They could take the 12.7s. They could take some of the dead bodies' guns. Actually, I don't even see any dead bodies other than... oh, wait, no, here they are. They could take those and use them, but...
Oh, and Scandi is now killing more of the Platoon 2 HQ. Group for BLUFOR.
Ah, yes. I was hyping up BLUFOR to potentially still get this, but unfortunately Scandi showed up. And Fred is trying to fight with Falcon, and Falcon wins with the machine gun. Just going back and forth, being an asshole.
Look, I want to believe. You know, the fucking... I want to believe.
CF just got shot at.
I'm looking at...
15 minutes remaining.
The people that are still up, the kits that they have, the Dingo, he knows his shit, but he only has an M3 grease gun, along with Danzer. And
well, he could pick up one of the guns in there and get an AK, and he can take the 12.7 and just, you know.
I mean, there's a...
You know what?
Dingo
There needs to be a rule violation. They just got to run over. They're going to drive that Vic into the barracks building and just run everyone over. Easy.
So Nemesis
through the walls
in the area to the right of CF. And
yep.
Like, CF didn't even look in his direction. Nemesis looked at CF and kept going. So I'm not sure what...
Well, okay, look at it, like, when it's dark. It's really tough to see.
I did.
We got CF firing into the barracks building.
Silhouettes.
And Nemesis is coming back going,
Yeah, because more gunshots.
Nemesis, he's looking. CF might have just spotted his head, yep. Oh!
Good kill from
Banked! We got Ghoster, aka Boston.
That's what we need.
He's changed his account back.
Falcon and Iander. I mean, Falcon's patching himself up, but Iander, they might try calling into him. I mean, they don't get an answer. They're gonna try and they're gonna search that area, see what took him out, and the 2 against 1. I don't know.
CF has a marksman rifle. He's looking into the GREENFOR building. He's just trying to wait for someone to stay still.
Dingo, Scrap, Danzer, they've done what you said. They've gone into that compound and stolen the AKs. The 7.62, much better than the 9mm. But now they're taking fire from the barracks building. They've been spotted out because of their silhouettes. They're looking against the even with the lights off, the moonlight and the bunkers. Yeah, they would easily be spotted out. Dingo might get in the UAZ.
Potato's out of ammo, and Falcon has the machine gun. Falcon wins.
He's not out of ammo. For once, Falcon wins.
Like a hawk.
Fuck you.
Gonna keep saying that.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying fuck you. Dingo opening
Dingo,
up.
yeah, I mean, he was about to... One bullet went right by his head. Now you got Edwin up here. He's trying to angle himself so Dingo potentially doesn't see him. Dingo now prone, trying to look around, see if there's anything else going on. Got Scrap and Danzer trying to fire into that barracks building. I think Dingo spotted Edwin's gun as Edwin's trying to position himself. A few shots go out.
Those shots, yeah, those sandbags.
Edwin dodging them.
Keeping them protected, but oof, only barely. And there goes Dingo.
There goes, yep, flanked by the northern side as that 3-man independent group crawled around. Excuse me. AT even going on the southern BLUFOR's position. Now you got 4 IB guys coming in.
At them. Oh, here. Ooh, okay.
They just took Gen Kill out.
I have high hopes for them, especially after that first round / second round, whatever you want to call it. But the 3 of these guys now working in tight formation.
They have about 24 people to kill, so.
Well, here's the thing. If they get up into this auditorium area, not only are they in the sector itself, which would trigger overtime, they have probably the best position to counter this barracks building.
Oh, they're firing at the Huey. That's also coming over to land there. Yep, all hands on deck. 4 more guys are going to dismount. But you are not accounting for one thing, Barbarian.
What?
Falcon with a machine gun.
Yep. As he opens up.
God, that would have been perfect if he actually made the kill on Scrap. That would have actually been really fucking cool, but Falcon oh, well, Eander did it. All right, at least we had that.
Falcon's mass. Danzer tries to react.
Falcon with a machine gun. There we go. See?
Well, ineffective.
It works.
Again next time.
It's a 50-50.
Yeah. So now for IB, they should be able to hear those shots. Looks like Dale's getting cold feet. Understandable. If they can take out the last remaining members of Scandi, push up to the auditorium and start getting some fire going on the barracks building, they have a chance. But that first step to retake Fortuna is going to be...
Helicopter only landed and dropped 2 people off. So that helicopter only dropped 2 dudes off. They were trying to see if that BRDM was still viable. Oh. Falcon with the machine gun. Falcon with the machine gun.
And my big fucking mouth curses BLUFOR.
Falcon with the machine gun. What did I tell you, Barb? 8 kills, 1 extra down. It's gonna be 9.
Why does Falcon have to be the one to be the clutch player? I fuck him up all the time because he doesn't do it. Why does he do it now against the new people
Barb?
who've been doing so well?
Barb, 3 words.
Why
Ready?
does Falcon have to
3
be
words.
Successful?
Ready? Like a hawk. He's getting them double taps. Oh, hey, look, Barbarian literally left the casting couch channel. We made Barbarian rage quit. All right, Falcon, come on, get your 9th kill. You deserve it. He might not double tap that one. But whenever you see a body like that, you do want to double tap it just to be safe.
Someone in my chat went, I want to believe. I've been believing this whole time. And at every pass, at every turn, I've been proven wrong time and time again.
So someone in my chat just brought up the gamma. They actually have a script that limits the amount of gamma you can turn up on the server. So you can't do that.
Before they loaded in, someone was cheeky. Oh, I'm gonna turn up.
Yeah, we can just turn the gamma up. And they're like, no, you can't.
Fuck you, no, you better not. Just fucking leave if you do that. And you're like, don't worry about it. You got a script, baby. You got it taken care of, baby.
So Falcon firing into that those pillows of smoke.
They didn't have the white vans to really style on them.
You lost me at that one.
Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white vans.
Gotcha.
No problem, Daniel. I got you covered.
So what have we learned?
I am a hindrance on every BLUFOR faction.
No. That's superstition. Let's talk about the facts. What have we learned, Barbarian?
That Falcon knows how to play Arma.
No, only when he has a machine gun. Every other time he's shit. But when he has a machine gun, he can play. Are you okay, buddy?
Easiest to win, apparently. You gotta have easiest to win. I really don't think I can go and get more liquor. I think I've drank too much.
I'm gonna make myself a Tokyo tea after this.
The fuck is a Tokyo tea?
Look it up. I always triple the recipe. It's 12 shots of alcohol. If you want to get properly fucked up after something like this, that's the drink.
Liru, you get drunk off a thimble of like 20 proof whiskey.
Exactly. So imagine 12 actual hearty shots of liquor in me.
I can imagine it, and it's not a good imagination. It's more like a nightmare.
All right, so we have Samai Ray coming around. This is going to go to time. We also had a helicopter. Mountain landed it in the middle of nowhere. Honestly, he should just pull a Charles and fly it right into the AO and not give a fuck. Falcon with the machine gun. Gonna bipod it on the rock. He can't get the bipod.
Let's miss.
Now he's stuck on a tree. And he's still walking.
Throwing a grenade off the flank, not a bad idea.
Smoking it out.
Approach. Yes, that's pretty good. That's gonna draw Falcon out into the open, and hopefully mean a swift kill on our resident Scandyman. But it doesn't matter because they're gonna get friendly fired.
We got Semi Ray in a 12.7, but it looks to be out of ammo or broken because he wasn't able to turn it down. So now Semi Ray is pushing in. And that Huey is flying around again.
Never stop.
Semi Ray coming up, getting Boston, aka Ghoster, down.
More suppressing fire going right over the heads of Iander and Falcon. We might see a blue-on-blue incident here.
And Jonathan just slapped Semi Ray in the face. Falcon's crawling around.
Yeah.
Do you know what Falcon has, Barbarian?
And a machine gun. And
he has a machine gun.
Or Reaper were watching that flank. They covered it with the smoke, but they weren't ready for him to push even further around. And now that Mountain's coming in, he's opening up with a PKM and just making himself a target.
No! Falcon!
To get the flank. But no, Iander apparently can't. Or at least not in this instance. I'm surprised.
Falcon needs to wake back up. Iander trying to fire on Reapers with his handgun, missing those shots, unfortunately. Another grenade going out. And Iander goes down to the grenade.
I'm surprised. Oh, Falcon does wake back up. As I was about to say, man, I feel like Falcon should be woken up by now.
With a machine gun. He's going to see JY. He goes prone instead. JY didn't notice. Get him, Falcon.
He is instead doing his best Donkey Kong impression and rolling the...
Chopper just got hit. It is...
I heard that.
Engines out. He's trying to auto-rotate it.
He's trying... And that's a tree.
And he's on fire.
But he didn't explode.
And he's crippled.
He's on fire, but he did not explode, which I think is fortunate. Considering.
Falcon is bandaging, but JY and it exploded. There goes Mountain. Man, everything you say, Barb, just the opposite ends up happening.
I hope I don't find...
Falcon with the machine gun! Oh, JY gets him with the... No, Falcon!
Thank you.
All right, now we're going to watch JY and Reapers with the remaining 3.5 minutes kill at least a dozen to 20 independent guys in the AO. What do you think? What are your thoughts on this? I didn't quite hear that, Barb.
Tequila strong, that's all that matters.
Tequila strong. Hey, at least JY is trying to bandage Falcon now. You see that? He's trying to bandage him.
Yeah, that's the bandaging another person animation.
Yeah.
Okay, to be fair, that does kind of look like an ace down animation. Or, you know, stance, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
But, yeah, I think Ursus might be thinking he's bandaging himself. You know when you hit H, but he's thinking...
Oh, he's doing medical menu, but it's on Falcon instead of himself.
Yep, I think that's what's happening, because none of his limbs... He has wounds on all 4 limbs, and none of them are healing. And the bandages are popping up by Falcon's body.
Oh my god! Why? What?
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I said I'm gonna drink my tequila and BLUFOR again, fucking themselves over.
Even in death, Falcon with the machine gun serves to delay BLUFOR's attack.
Still serve.
Speaking of 700, freaking Warhammer 40k, we got Gen Killer from the 700th coming around to try to finish this.
Yeah, he's gonna come up on the side of Reaper, and I don't think he's gonna be any the wiser.
I think JY just realized he was medicing the wrong person. He took the machine gun. He had to bandage Falcon's body to pay homage before he could get the machine gun. Excellent.
What a sacrifice for a false god.
All right.
Liru is now completely disjointed from Ursus. Ursus is... No, he doesn't realize it yet. He's still bleeding. He's taking fire. One of those bullets should have hit his head.
But they didn't. Do you know why? Because Ursus has a machine gun. Reaper's still alive on the south. Yeah.
Okay, so he started bandaging himself now, but it's...
Hey, look. See, once he picks up the machine gun of knowledge, he now immediately knows what to do.
I am about, like, 2... You know, like, the straw that broke the camel's back? I'm
Yeah?
2 or 3 straws away from, like, dolphin diving out my window.
And JY gets picked off by Gen Killer.
Yep.
And now all eyes are on Reaper. He has less than 30 seconds.
I want Reaper to just, like, try and run into the AO and surrender. Like,
No, I want Reaper to run in there and get mowed the fuck down immediately so this round can be over. And we can go to NA in an hour.
Yep.
Go, Reaper, go! Go, Reaper, go!
He's pushing. Ooh, he is trying. 3, 2, 1.
Too late. GG. Alright guys, so first off, I want to thank you, Barbarian, for co-casting with me. This was very fun. I'm glad we learned that machine guns are very, very important. And to everyone in chat, thank you so much for chilling. Hey, look, explosions went off. But otherwise, that is going to be it for EU. NA will be in about an hour and 30 minutes, so I hope you come and join me for there. Maybe we'll catch Barbarian crying again like now, and we'll see how things go. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one. And here come the bots. I love it.